fact, the only bad thing that has happened to me so far today is this really painful zit that started popping up last night. You know how those are when like it's up under the skin and you can't really get them and they really hurt. But maybe the facial can kind of buff them out. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how facials work. I don't think I've had one before. I'm pretty sure I haven't had one before. Is that gonna hurt? It's my birthday! And I posted my 5 frugal things video today, and you guys are being so sweet and freaking out a little because for the first time ever, my debt is below $10,000. I made a huge payment on Friday and it's supposed to go through today, so I went ahead and put my updated total because it will go through at some point today, and that will be my new debt. I never have to type. I do most of my videoing and uploading and editing and thumbnailing and all the YouTube-y stuff on the weekends. Well, I do it all on the weekends, but I pretty much exclusively did it on Sunday. I'm watching for a light. And as I was doing the last part of it, which is uploading the thumbnails and making like the titles and putting the hyperlinks to like the playlists and everything like that, I automatically was typing in 5 frugal things, negative, money sign, and I usually type 1 because my debt has been in the 10,000 range, and then I just put like XXXXX. And then I update it like the day of or the day before when I know what my debt is going to be. And I just did it out of like habit, and I literally squealed. I was like, ah! Because I don't have to do that anymore. I never have to type -11 or -1XXX again. The next time I'll type -1 is when I only have $1,000 left, which is incredibly exciting. So yeah. It was a visceral reaction. I was like, ah! It was more exciting than pretty much anything. So yeah, and it's pretty nice out today, and I am going to the spa. I have their first appointment of the day. I've been at work for a little bit, and now I'm taking kind of a long lunch break, and I'm going to the local cosmetology school where they're going to give me a facial and a manicure and a pedicure. And I'm pretty pumped about some self-pampering because I never really do that. And it's nice weather out today, so I'm wearing a dress, which makes me happy because I hate fabric leg gel. I feel so relaxed. That was lovely. I've never had a facial before. I'm certain now because I've never done that before, but I got my nails done. I actually upgraded to the shellac nails with so much traffic. That are supposed to last a few weeks instead of a regular manicure. I love having like my hands massaged and the lotion and everything like that, but my nails chip in like 2 days, and I can't stand chipped nails. I think they look really messy. I'd rather have bare nails than chipped nails, and so I never get manicures, even though at the cosmetology school here they're only $5. So for $12 she was telling me you can do shellac nails, which like have a multi-light process hardening thing, and they're supposed to last for like 3 weeks, which is amazing. And look how pretty that color is. I also got my toes did, and they're really nice. The color turned out darker than I expected, but I really don't care. It was nice to just get all the dead skin scraped off, and the facial was just lovely. My skin is all tingly, and it was just really, really nice. I feel like I need to do that once a month for the rest of my existence. Who wants to pay? So it was awesome. I'm gonna go get something to eat and go to the post office and go back to work because I've been gone for a couple hours. Whew. Birthday! Hey guys, so I have a lot to update you on. Today is Tuesday, January 31st, and I had a pretty excellent birthday yesterday. I got my work stuff done, I got my facial and my manicure and my pedicure, and that was all really, really nice. And then I ate out for lunch because I had budgeted a little bit of money so I wouldn't have to cook myself anything on my birthday, and I went to a local Mexican restaurant and I ordered some Polo Loco, which is like grilled chicken over a bed of rice with lots and lots of cheese on it, and I ate all of that. I actually ate way too much of that. I ate so much I felt like I was gonna be sick a little bit. I way overindulged, and I was so full I didn't eat dinner. Well, I ate a piece of cake. The cake was pretty good. Slight problem with the cake. I usually make myself a red velvet cake every year. It's a little tradition. My mom used to make them for me when I was a kid. She did them from scratch. I do the box mix. But this year I decided to do a red velvet / cheesecake cake because, well, I wanted both. And I looked it up on the internet and saw it's actually a thing. Apparently it's a very popular Cheesecake Factory cake where it's a layer of red velvet, a layer of cheesecake, and then another layer of red velvet, all topped with cream cheese icing. And so I was like, I can do that. So I made a cheesecake, I made the red velvet cake, and I put them all together. Now normally I leave a red velvet cake out on my counter so it stays nice and moist and soft, and it's not going to go bad, but because it had a cheesecake in it, I had to refrigerate it, which kind of dried out the red velvet cake a little, but it was still excellent cake, some of which I sliced a piece for each of the ladies in my Zumba class, once again because it's fun to encourage people that you exercise with to get fat. And it's just going to backfire on me because Jerusha is just going to work us harder while intending to eat a piece of cake, because she's never going to let that step her back in her goals or anything like that, but she's going to eat the cake. She eats. That's why she exercises 15. She did 15 miles in one day on her Fitbit. It was nuts. It was just like a normal day for her too. It was she disgusts me. Hey guys, so yesterday got away from me. I got a call about a work event that had to be handled, and then I had Zumba, and then I had I know someone who got stranded. I had to go pick him up, and we had to go get gas and go back to the car. It was a big old ordeal, and it was dark by the time I got settled down. So one of the things I wanted to update you on was I finally decided what my $10,000 reward is. If y'all have been following my channel for a while, you know that every $5,000 that I pay off, I give myself usually about $100 to do something with that I wouldn't normally be able to do, purchase something I wouldn't normally be able to buy in my budget, to kind of mark the milestone and reward myself for doing, accomplishing so much. So because it's still the beginning of Scorched Earth and we just had Christmas, and I'm not really needing a lot of stuff, and I'm not really feeling like I need to take a day trip somewhere or do it. I don't really need anything right now. I decided not to give myself the full $100. Oh, fun fact, the original 10K reward was going to be a Roomba, but Budget Girl viewer and friend Amber Jones sent me a Roomba several months ago, just because, well, she did it kind of as a way to celebrate her becoming debt free. She got herself a purse and she bought me a Roomba because she said that my channel kind of inspired her to keep going, and that was incredibly sweet of her, and I love that Roomba. It's one of my favorite possessions. It and my sock monkey and a quilt that was sent to me are my favorite things sent to me by Budget Girl viewers, and I love those darn things. I love everything you guys sent me, every single card, every single comment, every single note, but those are the ones that are really, I cannot believe I actually get to own those things. So yeah, that had always been, I had set that out when I had $32,000, that when I got below $10,000, I would get myself a Roomba, because vacuuming is one of my most hated chores. So I already had a Roomba, which would have been $300 or something like that. So that would have been a big one. I decided I didn't want to spend $300. I didn't want to spend $100. I actually decided I wanted to purchase myself a little ring to wear to kind of remind myself of how far I've come, and just to kind of glam myself up a little bit, because as I said, I've really neglected, that's the word, is kind of personal care. I don't really take days off. Every day I'm always kind of working toward getting debt free, doing whatever I can. I don't, go to the spa or anything like that. Not that anyone has a right to go to the spa, but just going and getting a facial and a manicure and a pedicure on my birthday really made me. And I took Saturday off. I used the quotations at the wrong point there. I took Saturday off, and I can't remember the last time I didn't spend both days of my weekend. Normally I'll spend like one day kind of like cleaning my house, resetting for the week, doing my grocery shopping, doing everything like that, and I'll spend the other day of my weekend working for either like work, it's usually Saturday, and or doing YouTube-y stuff, which is amazing. I love that I can get YouTube-y stuff pretty much done on the weekends. I sit down and I film my Five Frugal, I sit down and I film financial Q&As, all the project stuff. Anything you see in my house usually gets filmed on Saturday, all at the same time. And then I spend the rest of that day like editing, doing thumbnails, everything like that, scheduling out videos. And so I don't take the weekends off. And a bunch of my friends from college were recently talking in a chat about how they have a Sabbath day. Now, my friend Kathy, she works for a church, so her Sabbath day is not Sunday, but she takes a day off every week to really like relax and just keep in tune with herself and do some things that she really enjoys. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, when was the last time I had a Sabbath day? And I literally couldn't remember, because all of my free time, and I'm glad that I work hard, and I'm glad that I spend a lot of time trying to get myself to a place where I want to be, but it kind of hit somewhere in my heart that I was like, okay, you need this one day. And so I am trying to figure out ways to cheaply self-care, and I know that once I'm debt-free, I'm going to mark that. I will probably like go to a hair salon quarterly or something and get a facial. I will make time for myself to enjoy my life. And this is one of those, this is all of the thought processes that went into picking out what my 10K reward was going to be. So I went on Etsy and I decided I wanted a ring, because I don't really wear rings right now. Sometimes I wear my mom's old spoon ring, but other than that, I don't wear any rings. And I decided I wanted a first finger ring, and I picked out a gemstone that I really liked the history of and the things that it stands for, because you know how gems always do that. And the gemstone is alexandrite, and it's, not like a diamond, it's not super expensive, but it is a cool stone, and it's got a lot of cool history to it. And so I am getting a Etsy shop owner to make me a ring for my first finger, and it's going to be alexandrite. It's going to be gorgeous. And I'm going to have that as a reminder of getting down to $10,000 in debt. I'm going to be able to wear that and remember it, and it's going to be a statement of what I've accomplished so far. And I'm really excited about that. And I like having milestone markers that are meaningful. Like when I paid off half my debt, I went to California and I got this purse, which I still use every day, which is amazing and incredibly valuable to me. And so I'm really excited about this ring, and I can't wait to show this ring to you guys. I may not wear it every day, but I'll have it, and I'll probably keep it forever to remember that this is kind of a sneak peek at my life in the future, where I'll be able to spoil myself a little bit, and I'll have done the work then, so I can live better in the future. They'll live like no one else, so you can live like no one else. So I'm really excited about it, and that was a really, really long clip, and I'm sorry, but that's what I did. Nail update. It's probably loud. It has been 4 days. It's Thursday afternoon, and my shellac nails have been put through heck, but they have not chipped yet. Or maybe yeah, I don't even count that as a chip, because it just looks like it's kind of worn away on the edge there a little bit, but they look fine. And I hate like chip nails. I have to take them off. And considering of what I've put them through this week, yesterday I spent several hours at the local food pantry, and we were unboxing stuff and putting it away, organizing. I was like cutting boxes and pulling them open, and I've like scraped my nails across things and just all sorts of crazy stuff, and they're still fine. Like I may be turned from regular nail polish with like a gel top coat to seal it in for a couple of days to shellac. If this lasts another week, I'll be a lifetime convert. Preach.